Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the Python Fast API. Today we are going to learn how to get the browser token using the Fast API Python. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So I'm going to divide this video into the three parts. First, we are going to learn how to get the browser token using the Fast API. Second, how to get the access token, or you can say about the bearer token to send the Firebase push notifications. Okay, and third one, that how to send the push notifications using this token, that is a browser token, with the FCM new Firebase HTTP v1 API. So these three tutorials I'm going to upload. So make sure you have to watch the one. The minutes are so small, so you have to get the three of both the videos. Otherwise, I think I will make it. Otherwise, the title would not be justifiable for that one. Okay, so if the video comes out with the how to get the browser token, then the sending the push notification, getting the access token will not justify. So that's the reason I'm going to make a separate videos, so that the title will be justify and you will learn these three things. Okay, to how to send the push notification using the Firebase, using the HTTP v1 API. Let's get started. So here we have the fast API setup. Okay, so first of all, go on the top of it. Let's hide this. Okay, so this is our project structure. I have made this structure, right? App templates index.html static firebase messaging-sw.js file. Okay, so first of all, we have to create the in the templates index.html, right? So in the templates index.html, we have the firebase. Okay, so this is how we are going to retrieve the token or the browser token for sending the push notification or the browser notifications. So here you can see that we have a HTML, right? So you have to import the module. This is script type module. So import the modules accordingly, right? And then this is Firebase configuration. How to get this configuration? You have to go to your projects of Firebase, whatever you have to create the web project. Okay, not the Android, not the iOS. It's a web project. Okay, when you have created that one, then you will get the details of that one. So this is the details. Just copy and paste it over there for the Firebase config, right? The next one, we have to get the vapid key. Okay, so for the vapid key, you have to go with your cloud messaging, and here this is your rapid key. If it is not created, then create and generate a new one. Okay, so you have to copy and paste it over there, right? Initialize the Firebase for this. Now register the service worker. So here you have to register the service worker with Firebase messaging-sw.js. This is the file in the static folder, this one. So make sure you have to add this one to receive the push notifications using the web browser. Okay, so this is the code for that one. So this is self add event listener for sending the push notifications. This is show notification in the pop-up browser with the body image and click to action, and this is your title. Okay, so this is that file, and let's move to the index.file. Okay, so here this we have the first we are checking the service worker registered or not. Use the registered service worker to retrieve the FCM token. So this will with the get token, you will get the token of the Firebase to send the notifications. So this is your token retrieve, and if something goes wrong, it will print me the message that no registration token available, request to generate a new one. Okay, else an error occurred while retrieving the token, and then service worker registration failed. Okay, so this is not required. This is required for request permission. So basically we require the permission from the browser that do you want to allow the notifications or not. So the notification you have to grant it, otherwise deny the notification. It's up to you. Okay, this is don't require this. Okay, and then we have to close the script and body and the HTML. This is the index.html with the templates, right? Done. Next part, that is app.py. So basically how to render this index.html we have to learn now. So we are using the Jinja 2 templates. Okay, so this you have to remember, this is for sending the or getting the token. So we will discuss in the later video. So this is the code for sending the or serving the HTML file. Okay, so take directory for serving the HTML templates, that is templates. Okay, and this is serve the static files like the service worker. So you have to mention like this app.mount static and this name static files. Okay, and then serve the HTML page to get the browser token. So this is how you will get the browser token with the index HTML request. Okay, and after this model to validate the subscription token. Okay, so if you want to save the token, you can use this token for that one, otherwise you don't need that one, otherwise you can skip this one. Okay, this is for serving the HTML, for getting your browser token. If you want to save the token, then you can use, otherwise you can skip it out. Okay, so next there we have the function to get the SS token, which we are going to learn in the next video. If I'm going to run this one into our browser console, here you can see that I'm able to get the token. If I just run this one, just this, and just hit the enter, okay, and you will get the notifications. Okay, so here let me send it again, because I haven't make the okay. So here the pop-up comes and details, I have just skipped out. Okay, so show the details. So notifications are coming, just hold on. I think I need to just, because they are hidden, so let me just check. 8 notifications are hidden while you are sharing the screen. Okay, so because I'm sharing the screen right now, so that's might be the reason. Let me just hide this without this, because notification details are hidden while you are sharing, our 10 notifications are sending. Okay, that means notifications are sending properly. Okay, you can see that the pop-up are coming up. Okay, so next video we are trying to make how to get the assist token or the bearer token. After that, how to use the FCM URL to send the push notifications like this. Okay, any doubt, any query in that, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.